We all know this family. Many of us have served with them in church, in community, and gone to school with these individuals. And so this community at this time is hurting.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Crime Journal. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into the case.
Good morning, thank you. I am Jeffrey Chestnut. I'm the mayor here in Enoch City. It's not too often something like this hits very close to home. In fact, the Hates were my neighbors. The youngest children played in my yard with my sons. Enoch City is a very close community. Just a few weeks ago, I was mentioning to my wife, as I looked at a Zillow app, that less than 1% of the homes in Enoch City were for sale. No one wants to leave here. The neighbors are good, the people are wonderful, and the efforts that we make on one another's behalf is like family. I've seen reports that put Enoch as a rural community, but you should understand that Enoch is a home of lots of young professionals and their families.
On December 19th, 2022, a caseworker with Utah Division of Child and Family Services walked inside a newly built home in Enoch, Utah, belonging to Michael and Tasha Haight and their 5 young children. The house would appear clean, with a kitchen stocked full of food and children's rooms free of hazards. In other words, no signs of neglect. The caseworker would be at the home for an incident that happened a few days prior between Michael and his 7-year-old son, Aman. Aman was sick, and Tasha said that he didn't have to get ready for school. Michael didn't believe Aman and would pull him out of his bed and throw him on the floor, then proceed to leave for work. At this time, interviews have already been conducted with Tasha and the oldest sibling, Macy. Michael would never be interviewed because his wife Tasha asked if they could hold off until the divorce was final. 2 weeks later, on January 4th, 2023, the home would turn into a horrific crime scene after neighbors found the family deceased after DCFS could not get in contact with the family. The victims would be identified as 4-year-old Gavin, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Aman, 12-year-old Brielle, and 17-year-old Macy, as well as 40-year-old Tasha and her mother, 78-year-old Gail Earl. Michael would shoot them, killing them, before turning the gun on himself. The shooting would send a shockwave through the small southern Utah community. After the murder occurred, police would investigate the Utah Division of Child and Family Service cases and would see they had many interactions with the Haight family in the past years. Through the 50 pages of records, the first incident was with the couple's oldest daughter, Macy, in 2020. Tasha slipped and fell down the steps outside, and Michael thought Macy pushed her. Despite Macy and her mother saying otherwise, Michael became upset and hit Macy in the face, causing her to bite through her lip. A short time after that, another incident happened when Macy intervened between her father and her younger brother during an argument. Michael threw Macy into the back of the couch, giving her a knot on her head from hitting the hard part. Michael was extremely critical of how Tasha spent money, according to the records. Tasha had planned to donate plasma to earn a little extra money to go on vacation, and he complained about what she would do with the money. Michael wouldn't let Tasha get her nails done as a Christmas present, and something as simple as buying their kids new clothes was talked down upon. It was learned that the couple sought help reaching out to 2 local leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In a 2020 interview with a caseworker, Tasha characterized one as helpful and supportive of her, but felt the other wasn't supportive, and she believed it was due to Michael presenting himself differently than who he is at home. according to the DCFS report, which notes that Michael was a local stake executive secretary in the church. Michael doesn't take accountability for his behavior, and therapists aren't confronting him about his problem, Tasha told the division in 2020. She described him as being a smooth talker, and he is a different person in the home than what he presents to the public. Police in 2020 told Tasha if she decided to leave her husband, she would be at a higher risk for abuse or harm, according to records. They encouraged her to make a safety plan. Then in early January 2021, the division filed another report of Michael behaving erratically while driving with the family on a highway. He and Tasha were arguing when he suddenly slammed on the brakes and swerved on the side of the highway. Everyone was shocked, the report says. "You hurt the children," Tasha said, according to the report. "You jerked all of us," Macy added. According to the division, the entire family had red marks from their seatbelts. However, the incident was unaccepted due to no disclosure of harm or threatened harm. The Iron County Attorney's Office mostly echoed that in a statement in which it said the office had been called in 2020 and determined there was insignificant evidence to pursue charges against Haight. In a statement, Enoch City Manager Rob Dotson said the Enoch City Police Department takes each report of child abuse and domestic violence seriously and thoroughly investigates each and every allegation reported. Dotson went on to say the interviews made with Michael and Tasha Haight and their daughter were all done separately and in accordance with best practices. These practices included Haight's teenage daughter being interviewed by investigators with specialized training related to child abuse at the Iron County Children's Justice Center. We join in mourning with our neighbors, friends, the Earl and Haight families, and with all who have felt the shock and pain of this trauma, concluded Dotson. The outpouring of compassion for all involved continues to be kind and appreciated. We join with the families in thanking those who have given prayers and other means of support for everyone impacted. 850 people would attend the funeral of Tasha and her children.